Good morning,
Dan and dinosaurs. Is that what I see on that shirt?
Dan in Dinosaurs. How was everyone's weekend?
Good, good. Yours?
I was excellent. Thank you. Who's got something you want to share? A win, a celebration, something we can all say, way to go to. It's okay. I'll wait.
I'm not super sick anymore.
There you go. Way to go, Lexi. Woo!
Audra had to help her.
Audra's got a little babies. Right? Come on. Come on. Bring the wins. It's Monday. It's start time. I know this weekend was short.
I've been able to keep up with my gratitude on Facebook.
Oh, gratitude posts are a good thing. Way to go, Miss Audra.
I've been tracking my numbers and doing stuff I don't want to do, and I got 20% better than last week. So
Hell
something.
yeah. That's awesome.
I had an open house yesterday. I only had a couple people, but we had really good conversations, and they both gave me their numbers so I can keep in touch. So
It's funny to me. The mornings I need you guys to talk more and engage more, you don't. You just kind of just wait for people to pull every freaking inch out of you. Stop it. Be braggadocious. Be excited. Celebrate simple shit. Stop thinking your accomplishments aren't good enough. I shouldn't have to every time. What else? Come on, tell me. No. I want you to be excited. I want you to jump out of your skin to tell people.
I went door knocking around that golden letter I sent, and I might have a listing there. He's considering selling, so we'll see if it leads to anything. But
hey, it's a possibility. I like it.
Yeah.
Possibilities turn into probabilities, and probabilities turn into profitabilities.
Write that one down.
Write that one down. I mean, it's from Ignite, so you should know it. Possible, probable, profitable. Everybody's possible business. So it's Monday, which means we need to reset our mindset. Reset our mindset. It's as simple as, do you like where you're headed? If you keep living the life that you have right now, are you going to be where you want to be in 5-10 years? I didn't see any head nods on that one. Complacency will kill you. A lot of people say, well, Dan, can't you just be happy with what you got? Yeah. But it's not stuff and things that bring you happiness. It's growth and accomplishment. That's why there's hundreds and thousands of recorded instances of millionaires and billionaires that take antidepressants. Why is it that when someone has the world, they can still be sad? Well, because they're not in alignment with their goals. They're not growing. I have met farmers that didn't have two nickels to rub together that couldn't be happier, smiling at the world. They were excited about the dust blowing. I've met millionaires that you would think didn't have anything. They just bitched and griped the whole time. But I start looking at these things and I start learning that when you give back, you get back. The farmer puts his energy out there to produce food for his family. He's providing. He's literally growing things. We all know Scrooge McDuck, right? The billionaire of the Duck families. Was he a happy individual? He was portrayed as a grumpy grouch that liked to be isolated. What other characters in fiction that we know of have the same persona? Is it usually the villain or the hero that's isolated and grumpy? Well, if you're a Disney fan, thank you, Eric. When you're a Disney fan like my family, the hero is so excited to tell you what they've done that they do it in song form. And it doesn't matter how big the dragon is. It doesn't matter how tall the mountain is. It doesn't matter how cold it is outside. Do the heroes stop trying? No. Because they're working towards a bigger goal than themselves. They're excited to share it with people. Because is it ever the hero on their own? Or does the community get behind them? Right? Even one of my daughter's favorite shows, the Elsa and Anna saga of Frozen.
Everybody needs cheerleaders.
Yeah. Right. They got their cheerleaders a form of a little round bubbly thing called a snowman. Comic relief also. But in the absence of cheerleaders, in the absence of a community around you, in the absence of a tribe singing your graces, how can you get external if you're not putting it out there? Every morning I give you the opportunity to share a win because I want your mindsets to start off like that. And every Monday I give you a mindset reset. When you're working towards something bigger and you're bringing people along with you, momentum builds. There's an adage that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Successful people will not bag on you for being successful. So celebrate your wins, celebrate the awesomeness, celebrate the things you're proud of. And listen to me when I say this. The people that are talking shit about it don't need to be in your life. The random stranger on social media that's cheering you on has your back more than some of your best friends. So get around those type of people. Build a tribe of people that are great to celebrate around. We've talked about this before, the whole sentence of when people say it must be nice. It is. We are so afraid to celebrate, we will then quiet our accomplishments because we don't want to create haters. But like I said, successful people will not bag on you. The people in your comment section telling you you're doing too much, you're not being right, you need to slow down, work less, all that shit, they don't know where you're going. They certainly hell don't know what you're growing. Because if you look back at your life 1 year ago and you don't see change and growth, and you continue that same trajectory for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I assure you that a prescription company will get your money and you'll have to start medicating yourself into a better mood. But sometimes our growth is so small, so minute, that we can't tell it's even there. But if you celebrate it every day and you write down the things that you've done and your accomplishments, just like Joanne said, she's like, I started measuring the stuff I didn't want to do and I got 20% better. Hot damn. I share wins every day. I hear them, I listen to them, I get excited about them. Never once on this call will you hear anybody saying, damn, Eric, that's dumb. No, you're going to hear, man, that was awesome. Great job, right? Even if the fact is he just matched his hat with his t-shirt. Great job, man. I'm glad to see you're finally looking at details.
I'm also going to the World Series tonight, Dan, so that's a win.
Hell yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Celebrate that, man. I didn't even know the Diamondbacks were in the World Series until yesterday. My best friend was telling me how they had box seats right behind the dugout, or right behind home base, or whatever it's called. The plate that they slide across. Yay, sports.
The dinner plate.
The dinner plate, yes. Ham and eggs.
I love football.
Yeah, gotta love football. My favorite game. All 3 quarters. But celebrate the wins, guys. Celebrate the growth. And if you don't have the growth, you need to start tracking things. How many conversations did you have last week? How many people did you talk to about real estate? How many business cards did you hand out? And if you don't know the answer to these questions, change. If you're not tracking, how can you assess growth? How does the farmer know if his field's growing or not? Not a rhetorical.
Look at the field.
Right, Mara, you got to go look at it. You got to go inspect what you expect. Do you think anything happens by chance in this world? No. Even circumstances happen because of the right situation, the right ingredients, the right time. We like to call it luck. But can you fabricate luck? I challenge you to say yes.
Some people call it hard work.
Yeah, other people call it hard work. But if you do what you're supposed to do every day, day in and day out, and you add in the right environment. So we've done 2 of the 3: conditions, material, timing. And how do you know if you get the timing right?
You don't. That's why I have to do it every day.
Damn, Mara, you're good at this. Because that's probably why Mara's selling houses, people. She understands that there is no luck in this business. Growth is measured. And if you want to get more luck, do more work. If you do the right work, you do it all the time, and you do it around the right people, you're going to get lucky. The harder I work, the luckier I get. Get yourself away from negative, toxic people. And you want to find those people, start celebrating more of the things in your life. It'll hurt. It's going to suck to lose some friends. It's going to suck to lose some relationships you may have had for 15, 20 years. But if one of the horses in the corral is kicking all the others, do you need to keep it? Absolutely not. The type of people you need to be around are the type of people that are going to kick you into gear. They're going to celebrate your wins with you. They're going to help you see the upside of a loss. They're going to be there as you're fighting the dragons. They're going to be your cheerleaders. And sometimes you got to start off by yourself. So when I ask for some wins or ask for celebrations, I want you to self-applaud, self-cheer. We all learned in school it's not nice to brag. Well, get excited about what you're doing and find those that'll get excited with you, because it's a whole lot more fun to show up with a group of people that you know are on the same journey than try to figure out which one's got snakes in the grass. I was having a conversation with Jess last night, She came to bed after her show with Sydney, and they got some 10. She was very sad that one of her friends that was really close to us that hasn't responded to her since January, or so since July 4th. And the last conversation they had is she said, it must be nice to live in your mansion on the hill. And Jess responded with, yeah, it is. Hard work finally paid off. All my sacrifices finally paid off. And they've been friends for decades. But think about that. You shared life with someone for 15, 20 years, and all it took is a little bit of jealousy to destroy it. How good of a friend were they? Like I said, but some random stranger on social media are going to hype you up, throw some gas on it, gas you up. Find those that'll celebrate with you. And if you won't celebrate with yourself, you need to have a long, hard conversation with reflection, because it's time for your mindset reset. You want to grow this week? Let's start measuring what we're doing today. Jamie had presented to us a couple weeks ago that 15-minute tracker where you can track your activities every day, what you're doing every 15 minutes. I know a couple of you did it and had some astounding resolution. Like Jim did it. He said, holy shit, I'm wasting a lot of time on stuff that does not matter.
Just shared a quote I ran across last week. I thought was good.
Read it for us.
Oh, don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. So I thought it was cool because Dan always talks about working on our skills, and we can do this. We can do hard things.
We are in a skills-based environment right now, guys. I had a conversation with an agent that's kind of been teetering in the business the last couple of years. And the conversation we had on Friday was possibly about them getting out of the business. And he said, you know what, Dan, I hate doing the activities every day. I was like, yeah, but you love the results. You got to find a way to love the activities. Make it a game. Just have a checks and balances, a numbers thing. My aunt taught me that when you pray for something, God doesn't give it to you. He puts you through something to grow it in you. You pray for peace, he teaches you to be stronger. You pray for patience, he puts you around difficult people. You pray for abundance, he's going to show you, you got to work for it. If I gave you $1 million, it would be gone in a year. If I taught you how to make $1 million, would you ever be broke again? There are thousands of stories that you can go Google about rags to riches and back. How many professional athletes make millions and millions and millions of dollars and die broke? They were given, they weren't taught. We all know DMX, rest his soul. Man made records and entertained millions, died a poor construction worker in Phoenix. It's insane. When you're given something, we don't hold on to it tight enough. When you work for something, you cherish it. If you are not going to push yourself and you are not going to grow your skill set, you are going to be lapped. The world will step over you. Amanda put in the chat that people pray for cake, but when the Almighty gives them eggs, oil, butter, a pan, and an oven, they get frustrated and leave the kitchen. Well, that's a perfect segue for my final thought on this mindset is you all want to be successful in real estate. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Some of you more than others because I get to see your faces every day. But you've been given the ingredients. I'm not the Almighty by any chance, but you've been given the opportunity. You've got a license that says you can do it. A check box. You can go to work now. You got a license. You have a cell phone, Wi-Fi access, a voice, maybe some ears that allows you to connect with people. You have a recipe. It's called the MREA. It's a book that we give a lot of agents. We have digital copies of it everywhere, free PDFs that literally give you a step by step chart of what to do. And lastly, we have expectations. But a lot of people like to not put the work in. They just want it to happen. They just want a lead to fall in their lap. They want a listing sign to show up and say, here you go, here's a new listing, here's a new buyer. But they get frustrated and get out of the business. How many times have you gotten frustrated because something didn't come to term? A situation, a conversation, a lead didn't go the way you wanted it to, and you got frustrated. Did you stop and think, where's my DNA in this? What questions didn't I ask that I could have? What information was I missing that I could have provided? How could I have turned this no into a yes? Now we start looking at opportunities. Yeah, we may have fucked up the cake batter. We may have broken the dish, but we can take it and make something different out of it and still have success and not just dump it down the drain. The farmer, the baker, the landscaper, the homemaker. Doesn't matter what they're doing something to better the environment that they live in. I grew up on a ranch, so I know what goes into taking care of a field, taking care of animals. There's a ton of friggin' work that goes in before a single seed hits the ground. There's a ton of planning, timing, resource, and effort before one little sprout reaches the surface. But all we ever see is bundles of food at the grocery store. So same thing in successful real estate businesses. All we see is the people celebrating success, the Porsche in the driveway. I mean, but we don't see the hard work. We don't see the planning, the preparation, the resource gathering. You want to get better? Measure yourself and take one metric and change it. If the soil's not working, figure out what's not working in the soil and change just that. If you're not watering enough, maybe you need to water a little bit more. Maybe you need to sprinkle a few more phone calls. Maybe you need to take up some of your Saturday to follow up with people that aren't answering on the weekdays. Maybe your open house schedule needs to change because you're not getting people to walk through the door in the neighborhood you're servicing. Don't just throw your hands up and quit. Maybe you just need to ask for help from somebody else. Get some insight. Critical feedback is a huge thing to your business, but do not pray for better and shy away from the challenge. The Diamondbacks didn't make it to the World Series because they were just lucky. They worked hard. I don't even know what coach said this. I got to find out. But it was something we always talked about when I was running my car sales team at Dodge, is we were constantly pitted against other dealerships. And everybody would say that we were just lucky because we were the internet team and we were just hand-fed everything. And one of my guys, Ryan Smith, he said, you know what? You guys have a chance. You can beat talent only if talent doesn't work hard. So hard work beats talent. Thank you, Matt. Talent don't work hard. Every one of you is naturally gifted. So match that with a little bit of hard work. Damn. World championship is the smallest thing you're going to accomplish. Set your name in stone forever. And remember that if you're around the wrong people, you'll know it. And be quick to cut people loose. Holding on to friendships that you've had just for the fact that you've had them probably isn't servicing you. Holding on to relationships that are not fruitful for your endeavors might need to be reevaluated. And first and foremost, it's the relationship you have with yourself. Laziness is a condition. It can be cured. Hard work sounds like hard work, but if you find a way to make it fun, enjoy it, you'll do more of it. And I don't know about you, my friends, but the hard work of making a tough phone call is a whole lot easier than digging a ditch. And some of you have never done it. So choose your hard, choose your environment, and choose to look at opportunities in front of you like blessings, because you get to grow from it. You get to learn from it, because we either win or we learn. No losses. If I was a better sports fan, I'd remember this one too. Isn't it Peyton Manning that says, I never lost a game, I just ran out of time? If Matt knows this one too, we're gonna know Matt's our resident sport genius. Jordan, there you go. Never lost a game, just ran out of time. He might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just going to attribute to his knowledge being correct. But it sounds like something Michael Jordan would say. So guys, don't run out of time. Get out there, get active, get on it. It's Monday. Let's go. Your week started yesterday. Don't let it end today. So Joanne, keep with your measuring. Thank you for inspiring others to do the same. Measure yourself. Let's see if you get better this week. Who's in? I'm in.